What's good, YouTube? It's Captain Skippy. Decided to come back to my channel and start doing videos again, and I also got a new phone, so everything should be in better quality than usual as well. But without further ado, I'll say we'll just go ahead and get into the deck profile for Hero Beat. This will be the deck I'll be using for Kentucky Regionals and probably the rest of the format, pretty much. Now, the only thing I'm iffy on is my side deck because honestly, in this game, I find side decking like the hardest thing to do, but that's just me. I don't know if that's anyone else, but let's get into it. We run the 3 standard, pretty much, the 3 Neo Alias. This card is your backbone to your deck. You have to run 3 of them no matter what. There's no less. Unless you're playing Gate Hero, of course, then you could just play 2. 2 Photon Thrashers. Thrasher is a really good card, and it's way superior to Cyber Dragon and in Heroes. Pretty much anything, too. I mean, it's a freeze summon, and you can make rank 4 plays. Plus, it's a warrior, so I can go in Excalibur or something. It's just really good in general, and you should really run 2. Or you can run 1 and 2 Bubble Man, but we'll get back to that later. 2 Thunder King Ryo. I've always ran 2, and I feel like 2 is enough. But also, the new list kind of put it at 2, which is kind of stupid, because like most people only ran 2. But I don't know, it's Konami, they do stupid shit. 2 Maxis. These would be cards, but I don't have them right now, so they're just placeholders. But they actually surprisingly work well. If anything, they're just a +1, which, I mean, and a +1 in this game is pretty good. Then we run 1 Stratos and 1 Bubble Man. I play 1 Bubble Man and 2 Thrashers instead of 2 Bubble Man and 1 Thrasher because Thrasher's just really good. And I didn't like having 2 Bubble Men in hand. That really kind of bothered me. And then we run 1 Gores. A lot of people question me on this, but so many times Gores has won me games. Just like, it's a really good card, and I'd always run it no matter what deck I'm playing. For spells we have, and that's 11 monsters, I believe. For spells, we have the Triple Miracle Fusions. Pretty much the top deck thing that everyone hates in this deck. And personally, this card is meant to just win you a game. This is a I'm winning this turn card. Sure, it's like a get out of anything, but it's really meant for one purpose, and that's just to like end the game or get out of something. 2 Pot of Dualities. This should go back to 3, honestly, because I need that consistency. And really, Duality is really good. And the drawback of not special summoning kind of balances it. But I don't know. I say it should go back to 3, but for now, we have just the 2. 2 Super Polys. I was side decking 1 and main decking 1, but then I realized that this format, 6 Samurais are huge, more than likely. Fire Fist practically pretty much just die to this. Once you get rid of their barrel, they're just like have nothing to do. That goes for a lot of decks. I mean, and if I don't need it game 2, I can easily just side it out for something. 2 Forbidden Lance, that $20 card, which is so good in this deck. Any deck in general, but just to be able to drop my fusions without a shit given is just amazing. 2 Gemini Sparks. I only play 2, and I will always only play 2, unless I play a Crusader or something. But 2 is enough because they get really cloggy at some point. 2 Emergency Calls. That's pretty much your searchers. Then you have the 1 Rhoda as your searchers. E-Calls always grab heroes. Rhoda always grabs Thrasher. Now, if you're in a situation you can't use Thrasher, yeah, you'll get something else. But 9 out of 10 times, if you're smart, you grab Thrasher with Rhoda. Nothing else. 1 Mystical Space Typhoon. I don't like MST this format at all. Sure, it gets rid of spears, it gets rid of Tenkais, but you have to perfectly time it. And so much back row just to blind fire. I find that Lance is better, and I side deck 2 more MSTs just in case I have to. And then we run the staples, of course, which are Heavy Dark Hole and Reborn. That is, I believe, 17 spells. I'm not very sure on that. I'll have to go back and count, and I'll let you know. But that's it for spells. For traps, we have 2 bottomless trap holes and 2 torrentials. Those are the only duos we have. Now, there's a lot of singles in this, and that's the 1 Mirror Force, 1 Solomon Judgment, 1 Hero Blast, 1 Dimensional Prison, 1 Solomon Warning, and 1 Compulse. I play these 1-0s because I want to keep the deck at 40, and plus I really don't need that many traps. And if anything, game 2 I side into a bunch of traps. So yeah, and really and truly, the only cards in this, the only like traps that are really good this format, in my opinion, are these. These 8 are about the only ones I'd probably use, and not even this, not even Warning really, because I don't know, something about paying 2,000. I feel like life points matter in the game to a degree, but then again, life points really don't matter. But that is 10 traps. Yeah, 10. And then we have our extra deck. I go back and forth on this, and Konami, if you ever got to see this, please bump the extra deck up. Like, it's so tight to fit cards in here. We run the double shinings, red shining. There's a blue one too, but I don't know where I put it. 1 Nova Master. I'm debating at putting this at 2 because fuck Fire Fist and fuck Fire King stuff. 1 Absolute Zero, 1 Great Tornado, 1 Escriado, and 1 Gaia. Those are your Omni fusions, and pretty much those are the fusions you have to run 24/7. No matter what deck you're playing of heroes, you have to run each one of them. For the XYZs, we run 1 Maystroke, 1 Slave Ship, 1 Gandiva, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Gaga Cowboy, 1 Shockmaster, 1 Excalibur, and 1 Blade Armor. Really and truly in this deck, the main ones I make 9 out of 10 times are these. These 4 right here are the ones I usually make. And this card is so good, like, just in defense mode, it's a game win 90% of the time, and that's what I usually use it for. And so many people get pissed about it. I understand why, but I don't know. And this card, I'm debating on this, but first turn with some back row is pretty good. I was playing my friend Nick. Well, not my friend Nick, I'm sorry. I was telling my friend Nick about a duel I had, and I had opened Thrasher, Bubbleman, and Thunder King, Solomon Warning, Judgment, and Compulse. I set all 3, summoned Thrasher, summoned Thunder King, Special Bubble, overlaid Bubble and Thrasher for this past turn, and this guy who was playing Mermail just got up and left. It was like the most hilarious duel I've ever done. And that move has stuck with me for the longest time. Side deck. This is where shit gets weird because I'm not that great at building sides, but it's okay for now. 3 Banisher Radiance. I had a discussion with my friend Nick about this, and we decided that Banisher backed with back row and goes better than Soul Drain in decks that can run a bunch of back row. Now, I'm not saying you can't run Soul Drain. I'm saying that Banisher's just really good. Plus, it's a monster that you just be like poke, 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 and win. And just dropping this on board is a big fuck you to a bunch of decks, especially Mermails. 2 Fossil Dynam. This card has hilarious things behind it. And like one time, I was playing my friend Dusty, and he plays Agents, and I just dropped this, and I had Shining on board, and I just kept poking him. He couldn't do anything that whole duel, and just like, I don't know, Fossil Dynam is really good. 2 Effect Veilers. I'm debating this, but these will probably go in against Fire Fist and maybe Windups if I have to play against them. They will definitely go against Evil Swarms whenever those come out. 1 Soul Taker, and 2 MSTs. As I said, I side deck these. Then we may side 2 Soul Drains. Soul Drain and Banishers. That's my choice of poison to use against Mermails. And 2 Mind Crush. I don't know where my other sleeve is. It's wanting to play hide and go seek or some shit. I don't know. But Mind Crush is good against Prophecy. It's good against Mermails. It's good against 6 Sams. It's good against majority of everything but Dark Worlds. And last but not least, One-Dimensional Prison. I like siding 1, and I may end up taking these 2 out and adding like 2 extra traps, like another Mirror Force and a Fiendish Chain or something. But that's not decided yet. But that's pretty much it. And that's pretty much my hero beat deck. Now, if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe or, bump it up, all that stuff. I'm pretty new coming back to YouTube, so I want to try to get back out there. So if you guys have any ideas that you want me to do, or any videos or something you want me to cover, or deck profiles you want me to do, I will gladly do them for you. I'll even take deck requests that you want. So until then, love you guys. I'm out.